What's up, guys? It's the Brazilian bros of MACkiteboarding, and today we have a very special kite comparison. We are comparing the Duotone Evo Dlab with the Harlem Thrive. The wind is howling right behind us, and we can't wait to get back into the beach and put both of these kites into action. All right, we just made it to the beach. It is beautiful outside. We got both aids here, the Thrive and the Evo Dlab. We're gonna be using the Harlem lead bar to test both of them. We actually have a review coming up, so stay tuned. Timey 136 SLS. The wind is cranking and the tide is low. So I'm gonna get both of these kites and get in the water as quickly as I possibly can. Let's go. Yeah, I can feel the wind, it's blowing. All right, here we go, guys. We made it to the spot. It's like 30 knots already. Not that many people out, which is great because we're gonna be flying the drone, and the wind is only supposed to pick up. So let's get in the water and crush it with both these kites. We got the Thrive pumped up, ready to go. Like I said, we are going to be using the Harlem bar for both kites. We prefer the Harlem bar over the Duotone bar. I feel like we get a little more of a direct kite with it. And so we're running them at 22-meter lines. And yeah, let's send it. Here's a Brazilian brother trick when it's nuking. Drop your lines, put some sand on top of it so they don't move. And then you can walk your lines, always walk your lines downwind. That's another Brazilian brother trick. If you've been watching us for a while, you know we love light bar pressure. And for that reason, we always connect our kites to the soft setting. This setting is gonna guarantee the lightest bar pressure possible. It's also going to help the kite be a little faster, a little more pivotal through the loop. For matters of consistency, we're gonna be doing this on both the Thrive and the Evo Dlab, because light bar pressure is gonna allow you to be a little more comfortable out there in strong wind conditions. The bar is not gonna feel as heavy. And it's also gonna be really good for your elbows. You're not gonna get that tennis elbow that you do with some kites that have really hard bar pressure. All right, I'm ready to go. Let's launch it. See how it feels in the air. I'll give you guys my first impression of the kite today. I mean, it is an incredibly fast and direct kite. It is incredibly reactive. Like, you touch the bar and that kite is moving immediately after. It is the fastest kite we've ever tried. It's about maybe 25, gusting 30 right now. So we're pretty decently powered on this 8, and we can't wait to get in the water and then to pump up the Evo right after and compare them side by side. All right, guys, I just finished an epic session on the 8-meter Thrive. It was pretty good out there. I mean, gusting 30 for sure. The impressions are the kite is super duper fast. Definitely the fastest kite we've ever flown. It did take me high. You can definitely get some height with this kite, but all the stars have to align. It's not a very forgiving kite as far as jumping is concerned because it is so damn fast. It's hard to find the sweet spot. I had some big boosts. Once I get used to it, I come down pretty softly. You know, you can definitely find good hay loops, get good lift with this kite, but it's gonna take a good pilot. It's gonna take some good hay loops to bring you down nice and soft. As far as loops are concerned, I mean, this kite is really, really good. Definitely one of the best out there. It is super fast on this 8, which allows for some awesome mega loops. So overall, we're pretty stoked on it. And now we're on to the Evo Dlab. Stay tuned. All right, guys, it is now time to go in the water with the brand new Evo Dlab from Duotone. This kite was just released by Duotone, and it's Duotone's first attempt to basically improve a kite that was already really amazing. The 2023 Evo was one of our favorite kites of all time, and so we've been pretty excited about this Evo, and it's going to be really interesting to compare it with the Thrive. The Evo obviously was initially designed by Ralph Grosso, who is also the designer of the Thrive, so we're curious to see whether these kites compare in any way, shape, or form. It is now 25 to 30. Again, this is the 8-meter size, the Evo that was just released by Duotone. If you have not seen our review on this kite, make sure to check it out. But let's get back into the water, see how it performs, and then I'll give you the diagnosis when I come back to the sand. What's up, guys? I just got off the water with the Evo Dlab from Duotone. It felt like a really good kite. It was a 25 to 30 knots out here, and I did feel a little underpowered. I feel like they've really improved the high end of this kite, but it's definitely cost a little bit of its low-end capabilities. I feel like I needed a little more wind, believe it or not, to perform the way I wanted to on this kite. Having said that, the sweet spot on it is really nice. I was able to catch some really good gusts and to actually go a little higher than the Thrive. So for sure, in terms of ease of use, of actually getting height, the Evo is a better choice. In terms of looping, the kite loops really well. It's definitely a little slower than the Thrive, but you know what? It gets around pretty fast. It caught me every time. I was not afraid of going for loops at all on this thing, mainly because the bar pressure is so light. That's one of the things that I found both kites are really similar. It is the ability of you to have a really light bar pressure and a really good deep power. Both these kites have huge deep power. Once you shit out the bar, you're pretty much dumping all the power, which is amazing if you're gonna be kiting in high conditions. In terms of ease of use, I would say overall, it's also a high performance big air kite. Not as easy to come down from jumps. You definitely need to time your head loops pretty well. You do have really good hang time, but coming down, you're gonna need to be a good pilot with this kite. You can't just park it and come down. You have to do a really nice head loop, and I was having a hard time finding the head loops and finding the sweet spot on those head loops consistently. So that's it. Let's go back, let's land the kite, and then we can do a comparison between the two kites. See you in a little bit. All right, guys, it is time now for us to give you our final thoughts on both of these kites. In terms of jumping, the Evo is the clear winner. We were able to go higher more consistently with this kite, and it's also got a better hang time overall than the Thrive. In terms of looping, the Thrive is the winner, and it's got a faster and more consistent loop overall. And I felt a little more comfortable looping the Thrive than I was on the Evo. In terms of ease of use, we have both of these kites at a tie. Both these kites are big air machines and are high performance weapons. They're both gonna require active piloting and somebody that knows what they're doing. In terms of the Evo Dlab, you can get a height really easily, but coming down is a little tricky on this kite because the head loops are not that forgiving. The same thing can be said about the Thrive. It's really easy to go high, but coming down, a little challenging. In terms of wind range, the Thrive is the winner. Even though it's 25 to 30 knots right now, we felt a little underpowered on the Evo. It does seem like they've improved the high end of the kite, but they've compromised a little bit of the low end. The Evo is gonna require a lot of wind for you to go huge, whereas the Thrive, we were perfectly powered on it. So overall, both these kites are amazing, each on their way, and we couldn't recommend them enough. Thank you so much for watching this kite comparison. Make sure to subscribe to MACkite on YouTube channel and to follow the Brazilian Bros on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next video.